Hi guys, back again. The final whistle for the Manchester City and West Ham has ended. So like I promised, I was going to give the roundup of the other games. And so that's exactly why I am here. My name is Adafi Manchester. You love to call me the Elevator One of Sports. Before I go, let me plead with you guys. Please, if you like what we do here and you wish for us to grow, help us. It's not by force. We're just begging. We're begging because we need your help. We can't pretend about it. Help us to subscribe to this channel. Click on notification. Drop a comment in the comment section. And also share our works. That's the only way we can grow. Yeah, why should we grow? We grow because that's the only way we can earn money. But then beyond that, it's also the only way we can employ more people. And probably we might just employ you or someone you recommend or someone you know someday in the future. Well, let's review the games that went down. And we're not going to pick every game across every league, but we're going to review some of the games and look at them and ask ourselves what went down. So let's start it from the games that started in the Premier League today. Yesterday was good. Tottenham Hotspur gave good value for themselves, but if you remember last season, that was how good they were. First 3 or 4 games of the season, they were on top of the log, and their coach Nuno Espirito Santo got the coach of the month. After that, they fell apart. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I mean, they've gone to Korea to have a very good training, military kind of training. They are full of running, and you saw all of that yesterday in their game. It was clear that they were going to win that game against Southampton, even when Southampton scored first. Beautiful goal anyway. We can't take anything away from the Southampton goal. But that said, Tottenham Hotspur were full of running. White Hart Lane, they took the lane, and they ran from the blast of the whistle to the end. Son Heung-min, Harry Kane, Kulusevski, everybody gave their all. Senior, Ryan Sessegnon, everybody was good. But that's not what I'm going to look at. I'm going to look at the Antonio Conte factor. So Conte is a well-known league winner. Inter Milan, Juventus, Chelsea. Now he's come to Spurs. One of the things that's strange is he gets more transfer check than any other coach that have been there. Mauricio Pochettino will be looking at Levy and be saying, what did I do wrong? I took you to the finals of the Champions League, took you to the finals of different competitions, took you to almost winning the league. You didn't sign a player. And the only coach in the history of the Premiership to have gone 2 windows without a single signing in. Excuse me, guys. But somehow this coach just comes in with his Italian accent and you're signing all the players for them. When they say different folks for different strokes for different folks, or different koboko for different aboki back. Depends on who you want to marry. So let's move on past that. Somebody sent me a message. I'm going to read it. Hi, Daffy. My name is Joel. Do you think the way Tottenham Hotspur started with Conte on the bench, knowing fully well that he's a specialist at winning league title, do you think that they are a candidate to win the league, considering what other teams are doing? Joel, no, I don't think they will win the league. I don't even think that I'm putting them on my list of teams that will make the top 4. But certainly, Manchester United are making it easy for them not to get into the top 4. It's the first game. There are still 37 more games to play, 16 or 18 games before the World Cup. And then after the World Cup, the balance will be played. This is a season that is very, very unusual. Like I said, it's like 2 seasons in one. First off, every season that have ended before, have a gap of 90 to 92 days before the new season starts. This one have just a 75 days gap. So instead of the normal 3 months, this is 2 months. Unless a whole lot is here, players are still heavy, they're not really well. If you look at the Man City game that they won against West Ham, they never got into the 3rd gear. They were just in first and second, because they can't push themselves beyond that, and you saw what happened. But we'll talk about that later on the show. Having said that right now, let's talk about Spurs a little bit. I don't think that Spurs have the defense line that can hold it. Yes, from midfield to attack, they are wonderful. They're spoiled for choice. They can run everybody down. But then they are going to very soon meet teams that will match them up. In the Premier League, if you lose 5 games in the season, you're obviously not going to win it. So the question of them winning the league title is not there. Yes, do they have a claim for the top 4? With the kind of squad that they've got? Yes, but I don't think that they have the goalkeeper and the defense line. Yes, Hugo Lloris have been with them for 11 years. He's been very, very consistent. Blah, 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 blah. He's a World Cup winner. But I still don't think they have it, because attack win you games, defense win you championship. If you want to win the league, it is that defense you need to look at. There's going to come games where they can't score 4 goals or 5 goals. There's going to come a game where the opposition will not allow them possession like they are giving right now. At least what we've learned from Spurs right now from this first game is the fact that they will run from start to finish. It means that they will hustle you, they will push you, they will chase you, they will make it uneasy for you to settle down. But then we also notice that crosses, they can be susceptible to crosses. And there are a lot of teams in the Premier League that will cross the balls. There are a lot of teams that would bomb you with route 1 football. There are a lot of teams that will stretch you out and make it impossible for you to even defend against them. So that's one side of it. So I don't think Tottenham Hotspur can be in my peak for teams that I think can win the league title. Having said that, there were 8 wins in the Premier League this opening the weekend from Friday up until now. So there's a possibility that a lot of things will happen and things will change. So sad, Leicester City didn't come into this party with a plan to win, because you win, you're leading 2-0, you were bumping forward, you weren't protecting yourself at the back, and they opened the door for the opposition to come in. One game that I looked at yesterday that really tickled my fancy was the Newcastle game. How Newcastle won their game 2-0 against Nottingham Forest. Not like Nottingham Forest is a big team, but the way they kept their composure, kept their shape, were able to defend very well, held their own, tells me Newcastle are in for business. Are they a top 10 team this season? Yes, obviously, I will pick them for the top 10. Everton, yeah, they may not have won that game against Chelsea, but I think that if they keep playing like this, that man wearing their number 10 jersey, that young boy, I've forgotten his name now, does look to me like one of the best players on the team. If they keep playing like this and they find a way to convert the chances that they create, they would not battle relegation like they did last season. Too bad they had to lose to that careless penalty that they considered. The game would have ended in a draw. So that's good for now. Aston Villa didn't really give as much as I expected. Liverpool, where their liver failed them, the coach says that the pitch at Craven Cottage is too dry. Maybe next time it will come with a lubricant so that it can get easy penetration. But then 2-2 draw wouldn't be bad for them. But Man City will be happy that they are not starting the season chasing Liverpool. The other teams that they are chasing, Arsenal and Leicester, 2 North London teams that can easily sleep on their own without anybody chasing them. So that will be fine. Bayern Munich also started the season with a bang and a whole lot. But let's talk about Manchester United a bit. I'm going to come back and talk about Manchester United, but let me go on this break. Before I go, let me plead with you guys again. If you've not subscribed to this channel, please do well to subscribe. It doesn't cost money. It doesn't cost you extra data. Just click on the subscribe, click on notification button so that whenever we bring out any video, you'll be among the first of the people to get notified about what we are doing. I'll be back just a minute. Yeah, I'm back. So, talking about Manchester United. I thought that for a team like Brighton and Hove that have never gone to Old Trafford to win, this was going to be a routine win for Manchester United. Wasn't, expecting them to keep a clean sheet, but I felt that they had enough in them to score goals in this game. Rashford looked like he was sharper, better, and faster and fitter during the preseason, so I thought it was going to give it a go. I also thought that the rest of the Manchester United team, Bruno Fernandes, everybody was going to come to the party and it was going to be an easy game. Not really easy, but it was going to be a 3-pointer for them. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. Just like Leicester, they allowed the opposition too much comfort on the ball, too much ability to run on the ball, and they were not marking. That's the problem. It seems like from the very start, the Manchester United players are working very hard to kick Ten Hag out of the job again. This is not a game where you say, oh, technically the coach didn't do well, the tactics of the coach were bad. I can't blame the tactics of the coach on this one. I can only say to myself, what I saw was players who were not running when, you have those 50-50 balls, players who were not willing to put themselves in it completely. But the mistake I think that Ten Hag made was, one, putting Cristiano Ronaldo in the team sheet. I don't think he should have put him in the team sheet. If Cristiano Ronaldo wants to go, he should go. Having him there is telling some of those players who went for the preseason that all of the sacrifice and commitment, dedication, and everything that they put into their preseason was worthless. That Cristiano Ronaldo is God. I'm not saying that there's nobody in world football that can rein in on the parade of Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the greatest players of all time. So you can't even talk. But the manner in which he's gone about this is desire to want to leave Manchester United, owing to the fact that this team was in Champions League before you came and you contributed to putting them in the Europa League, and now you're feeling like you're too big to play in the Europa League. They should just not play him at all. They should let him go. After all, they started the season in the bang last season before Cristiano Ronaldo came in, and then they start wobbling and fumbling. So if you want to go play in Champions League, keep him aside, let him wait for that Champions League team to play. Let the players that are there, that have gone to the preseason, that have made the sacrifice, that have worked very hard to come in and play the football. If Cristiano Ronaldo wants to play the individual football, he should go and play individual sports like golf or Formula 1. Even in Formula 1, you have a team. Even in golf, you have a caddy. And the rest of them, even in horse racing, you have a team behind you working for you. So you should understand that. I'm not going to bring Cristiano Ronaldo too much into this, but I just think that the Manchester United players are the ones to blame. But you know how it is in football. When a team loses, you put it all on the coach. So Erik ten Hag, you're going to take the kind of form for this one. Thumbs down to him for putting Cristiano Ronaldo in the team at all. Whether he came in from the bench, I don't care, but it was a wrong decision as far as I'm concerned. Now, let's move to Manchester City. Come on, Manchester City are Manchester City any day, anytime. And they do what Manchester City can do. Yeah, there's a team that I've committed myself to say I'm going to watch this season. It's Man City. I want to see how Man City will play with a proven striker in Erling Haaland. Born in Leeds, for a father who played for Manchester United, Erling Haaland. But I want to really see how they will play, how Pep Guardiola's team will play. Because to me, Haaland is another Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and Pep really didn't work well with Zlatan Ibrahimovic at Barcelona. Pep is a man who is known for wanting to play first line, packing his team a lot of midfielders. So to have an out-and-out striker, I really want to see how it works, not because I want to criticize him, but because I want to learn from him, his ability to adapt his team and also ride the wave of criticism and be able to adjust and let people see that he can change and he can adapt to circumstances and situations. That's the reason why I want to see Man City play with Erling Haaland. So talk about the game going to West Ham. Let's not forget that in the last 6 home games that West Ham played last season to the end of the season, it was only that Arsenal that went to London to beat them. Every other game, they managed to score, win, or get a draw. And going to play West Ham at home is not really as easy as people think. But hey, last 3 times that Manchester City have also visited London, they've ended up with a draw. So in this game, it wasn't like cut and dry, they were going to win. So I wasn't surprised that they were not really at their attacking best. But one of the things that I noticed with them was the fact that they were able to quickly adapt their game to fit what they want to achieve in the way and manner that they went about it. And what do I mean by that? The way they went into the game, making sure that one, Antonio doesn't get those balls over his head. Antonio doesn't, get the speed on them. And the reason why they started with Nathan Ake, who seemed to be the fastest of all the defenders that they have. Ruben Dias was very, very good, mopping the space, controlling the defense, holding the line, keeping everybody where they should be. And Rodri was running everywhere. It seemed like a little bit of adjustment to the Man City team. The speed that people like Raheem Sterling and Zinchenko brings to the team is no longer there. The press that Gabriel Jesus would bring to the team is no longer there. But it didn't stop anything. You watch a City right now, you will not see Haaland that much, but when he shows up, he's a threat. I like the way, when he won that penalty, the beautiful slide through pass that was given to him by Gundogan, and it seems like Gundogan was given an instruction not to shoot, to play all the ball for Haaland in the game, in the course of the game. It was a good one to watch. I like the way everybody just lets him play. I don't know if he's a designated penalty kick taker, but everybody just let him play the penalty because he won it. And then the way the pass from Kevin De Bruyne also found him and how he dropped his shoulder kind of remind you of Ronaldo da Lima, so there's Ronaldo da Lima of Barcelona, the one of Real Madrid, and then one of Inter Milan. This kind of remind me of the Ronaldo da Lima of Inter Milan and Barcelona in his early days, or PSV Eindhoven, if you remember that one, or the one that went to Atlanta in 1996. But still early days, 123 games, 121 goals for Erling Haaland since he left Norway. Not a bad record. I call him the Norwegian Thor. I call him Thor from Norway, or whatever you call him. But there's a whole lot. The problem I noticed is the fact that most teams who play the low block, Haaland will struggle because Man City will keeping the possession like they did today. If you notice, they were in possession, they had over 450 passes without real penetration, only that penalty goal, only one shot on goal, which was the penalty. What changed the game was when David Moyes decided to remove Antonio, bring in Skamaka and the other guy that they brought in, and then all of a sudden it became 2 strikers, and then the white men were really gaining advantage. But what that did for them was that they now have a high line that Man City had to sit back, soak up the pressure. Once they got the ball, they find Kevin De Bruyne, who could pick a pass for anywhere in the world. He was working on 7G when everybody was on 3G or Edge or even highest 4G. He was already on 7 to 9G in his own frequency of broadcast. So it was easy for him when that counter-attack came in. You remember it was a press from West Ham. They were attacking, got the ball, got to him, and then immediately you would have expected it over the top for the goalkeeper to come out and try to save. But guess what? He put the ball on the ground, slide rule again. Haaland got there, leaned his shoulder on one side, and put the ball with the bend and the force to it. Kind of like the kind of goals that you see Ronaldo or Thierry Henry score. Very, very good one for him. I'm happy for him. I just hope he keeps it going. Now, for notable mention, there are teams that I'm going to be looking at seriously this season. I'm going to look at Juventus, for how they would do. I mean, this is time for them to come for the title. They might not win it, but on the side they'll do. Napoli, and chiefest of them all is FC Barcelona. FC Barcelona, because of the players that they brought in, the way they managed to do it. I want to see how Xavi would gel this team together, because everybody says Xavi is a better version of Pep Guardiola. I really want to see that happen. I hope he is a better version of Pep Guardiola. That's not taking anything away from Pep Guardiola, but I just want to see that happen. I also want to see how Dortmund and RB Leipzig would chase Bayern Munich in the German Bundesliga. I want to also see how the Dutch league will pan out with Erik ten Hag leaving already, and Ajax. I want to see how Ajax, PSV Eindhoven, AZ Alkmaar, and Feyenoord, all of them will struggle, battle it out for the title, and what they will do in Europe. Champions League is coming, Europa is coming, we'll see all of that. But for now, it's been very, very nice. First weekend have been very, very nice. For those who went in on the bet, I think Friday was the best prediction that we made. Saturday, not too good. Today also, Leicester and Manchester United made it very, very difficult, but I think the other ones went in. Well, don't forget to log on to www.elegbetttv.com/radio. Plenty of stories, plenty of analysis, plenty of commentaries that you would not see anywhere. But beyond that, there is also the prediction for matches that you would find only on our website. So don't forget that Monday to Friday is the Sports Buffet, 9 to 10 a.m. Nigerian time. Anywhere you are in the world, you can join us as well on www.elegbetttv.com/radio, or you can download our mobile app on your Android phones. Just search for Elegbeta TV Radio and you would have it there. That said, my name is Idafe Matches. I love the first weekend. Drop your comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me, comment on any particular player, coach, or team, and anything you want us to talk about the next match weekend. Until then, until I come back to your way again, this is Elegbeta TV and Radio. God bless you. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for being part of us. Bye.